KAIZER Chiefs news. In this video, we're going to talk about this following things. One, Stuart Baxter said if KAIZER Chiefs fans were at the stadium, KAIZER Chiefs would have won the game against TX Galaxy. Number two, we're going to talk about the ugly football that KAIZER Chiefs is playing under Stuart Baxter. Number three, we're going to talk about the fact that KAIZER Chiefs fans are asking for Stuart Baxter to leave KAIZER Chiefs. Number four, we're going to talk about the body language of the players, under Stuart Baxter. But before we get into that, guys, please do subscribe to this YouTube channel, like the video, comment in the comment section below, and as well, guys, become a member of this YouTube channel. Just next to subscribe, there is a button called join. So let's start with what Stuart Baxter said, and I'm gonna have first to read what he said. It is now in the written format. What he said after the game. That's where you're gonna hear the words where he said, it would have been better for KAIZER Chiefs fans to be at the stadium. So I'm gonna read the whole interview. Then we will start discussing this. He says that to be knocked out of the cup, not happy. The goal that we gave away for the defeat, it's not a great goal. It's a mistake. We missed a couple of chances. As poor as I thought we played, I thought we lacked quality all throughout the game. The passes was not accurate. The pass was poorly timed. Tackle were a little bit late or early. So we were off the pace and more of the whole game. And when we did produce the moment of quality, the quality I don't think the players know they have, then looked okay. But to gain momentum and to gain some energy and power in the cup game, you need to sustain that, and we didn't sustain it. And I think after 10 to 15 minutes they started to believe that they have a chance, and they got more confident on the ball. And and when our passes is not coordinated, then it is a waste of energy. We found ourselves not being able to produce what we know we can produce, and that frustration leads to maybe some of the mistakes we saw. But I can say, I can be too analytical immediately after the game, but going out of the cup is not what we wanted. That's what professionals are supposed to do. We don't take a week off, then think we can come back when we like. We are back on training tomorrow, that is Sunday. They were defeated on Saturday. We have a league game very quickly, so we have to make sure we replicate, get back to host, make sure we are ready to go. Make sure we are ready to go. That's what he says. Now, listen to this point here, guys. The fans will be as disappointed as I am. They know what it means tonight. Maybe that's part of the season. We didn't fire on the cylinders. The players also realized there was an anxiety there. But as for the fans, this is where you come in. But as for the fans, we want them back. We want them back here because they are our blood. They are the ones who drive us, and we miss them. We have great fans, and the great fans are for extra players. So this is not what we wanted tonight. It is not what they wanted, and together we have a push. So Stuart Baxter, guys, seems to be now he seems to be this man now who's calling for KAIZER Chiefs fans to come back to the stadium. So when the fans are back at the stadium, then KAIZER Chiefs will get that boost where they will go on to win games. You know what I'm saying? Because they've got that extra player, which is player number 12 according to Stuart Baxter. But the question that you and I think you will have is that the Sundowns are winning games without that player number 12. How is it that it is so crucial, like such that we can't win game except the B fans on the stadium? Guys, something is not right here with the statement. Something is not right. Something is not okay. Number two, let's talk about the body language of players and the energy that they seem to have when they are playing under Stuart Baxter and when they are playing under Coach Atazwan. If you have noticed the last 3 games that KAIZER Chiefs play under coach and assistant coach Atazwan, the energy, You know what you saw on that game. You know what I'm saying? I think you will attest, and you can say that the player seems to enjoy themselves under Stuart, under Coach Atazwane. Player seems to play for Atazwane. Player seems to play with love. You know what I'm saying? Under Coach Stuart, under Coach Atazwane, but under Stuart Baxter, players seems to have dropped their energy. Their body language says we are tired. We just want the game to end. You know, they don't seem to play for the badge. They don't seem to play for the coach. There's something that is ongoing. There's something going on with the players. There's something that Stuart Baxter is not doing right at Kaizer Chiefs, and whether we want it or not. Look, let's talk about another point, which is point number 3. Let's look at the states. For instance, Kaizer Chiefs were okay. Let's talk about them being knocked out at the Nedbank Cup. Then together with the stats now Kaizer Chiefs, if you look at the stats, guys, the entire game, Tex Galaxy came all the way from Mpumalanga to FNB Stadium, and they dominated the game. You must go look at the stats. They had about 60% of ball position. So that gives you, in fact, it was more than 60%. Because I think when I checked, it was around 38% of the ball position to Kaizer Chiefs. You must look at the pass accuracy. You must look at the passes. Then you ask yourself, a team that does not have much of the ball, a team that sit down and allow you to play football and then they will wait on counter-attack, is that the identity of a Kaizer Chiefs brand? Is that the identity of what a team like Kaizer Chiefs should do? Guys, there is a serious conversation that has to take place right now, and that conversation is, do we have the right coach at Kaizer Chiefs? I don't think so. Number 2 among this point is that, you know, sometimes you can blame the coaches, but I don't blame the coaches. I blame the person who hires the coaches, which is the Kaizer Chiefs management. I always said to you, there is an identical ways of doing things that Kaizer Chiefs have taken of lately. They hired, after Governor Solinas, they hired Ernest Middendorp, who plays a particular type of football. After Middendorp, they hired Gavin Hunt, who plays a similar football to Ernest Middendorp. After Gavin Hunt, they hired Stuart Baxter, who's also playing a similar type of football to to Middendorp and also to this coach Gavin Hunt. Now, surprisingly, Ernest Middendorp at Maritzburg currently, he's playing a very good football. But then you ask yourself, what's wrong is... guys, there's something wrong that is going on there. I don't know what is it, but there's something wrong that's going on. The last point that I want us to address is the fact that fans are calling Stuart Baxter to be axed. I don't know if you agree with that, but I'm going to have to read some few things from what fans have said about Stuart Baxter, but they want him out of Kaizer Chiefs. I don't know. They said Baxter is a politician, not a coach. Now it's time for him to join ANC, leave Kaizer Chiefs. He's clueless and useless. That statement comes from Good Enough. Hey guys, it is Kshubile. Guys, a lot of people are calling for him to be axed. At TM Langa 24, he said, my coach is useless. Like the likes of Ngezana, Parker, Ngobo, and Blom, he must stop playing his favorites. Hey, good people. Hey, our government is bad and everything in South Africa is a mess, but God has our back as always. Look, he is going to Kaizer Mfe. Hey guys, I don't know what this man is trying to say, but it is this guy who says Chiefs is useless. Hey, people are angry, guys. People are angry. Ushaya Dawana Uti Chiefs is useless. automatically those wounds are being healed. Even when carrying empty wallet, we remain happy. I don't know what that man says. At Thomas Koza 45@gmail.com, he says, my team is still far from winning any trophy. Sundowns will still dominate. That's what I think he said. But go to any social media right now. Go to Facebook groups. People are saying, Stuart Baxter, it is about time you leave KAIZER Chiefs. I don't know. What do you say? I've told you about what people are saying. I've told you about my opinion. What's your opinion about the whole situation? Do you think it is a good time for KAIZER Chiefs to keep Stuart Baxter? And the conversation that is now taking place is that he must be replaced by Coach Atazwane. Coach Atazwane must continue with KAIZER Chiefs until the end of the season. What do you think, guys? Do you think Atazwane will make a good the caretaker coach at KAIZER Chiefs? It's you know what I'm saying. The conversation is on, guys. Let us talk. The comment section below is open, waiting for you, for your knowledgeable perception and knowledgeable perspective. Let us talk, guys. And I'm pleading, guys. Let us respect one another, even though we may disagree with certain things. But let's respect one another, even though we don't want Stuart Baxter at KAIZER Chiefs. But let us address him in a respectful manner, even though we are angry at Bobby, but let us address him in a respectful manner as well. We can say anything we want to say, but let us respect them as individuals. That's all I ask from you guys, and thank you very much.